are many names that are given to our people. And the one that most people are familiar with is, of course, Navajo. The language of our people is said to be a sacred language. We are told that it is the language that was used to organize Mother Earth, to organize Father Sky, and to organize the vegetation, the insects, the birds, and the animals. All of the, there were sacred words that were used to organize all things. Somewhere along the way, back in the past, the holy people, they determined at some point to give different languages to all of the people of the earth. And when they determined that, and then our people heard about it, they went and petitioned, approached the holy people and begged and pleaded to be allowed to keep the original language that was used to organize all things. The first time they went, they were told no. So they went a second time, again, no. The third time they went, again, no. When I tell some of the students and this information, I always tell them the third time that they heard the no, the holy people also included the statement, what part of no do you not understand? Finally, when they went the fourth time, they told the holy people, if we are allowed to keep the language that was used to organize all things, we will use it to speak to Mother Earth, we will use it to speak to Father Sky, we will use it to speak to the vegetation, to the insects, the birds, and the animals. We will encourage them to provide joy and happiness for all the people of the earth. And so when the holy people heard that proposal, they gave their consent to allow the Diné to keep the language that was used to organize all things. But they said, we do not want you to write the language. You can speak it, you can listen to one another, but you will be asked not to write the language. And they said, if you are allowed to write the language, the first thing someone would do is they would write down these sacred words that were used to organize all things, and then anyone and everyone would have access to those sacred words. And pretty soon they would be misused and abused, and they would pervert the use of those words. And so it was agreed by our people we would never write the language. And so all of the sacred songs and all of the sacred prayers and that contain sacred words that were used to organize all things. And it's said that when the Diné lose their language and when they lose those sacred words, then that's the end of existence here on this earth for all people. There will be no one to use the sacred words to speak to Mother Earth and Father Sky and all things living. And so we at the Navajo Village Heritage Center is an organization that tries to keep the language and the sacred words available to the people.